Have you ever caught yourself forgetting what you just spoke about while talking? Or having to go to the fridge for something specific, opening the fridge and then forgetting why you opened the fridge, finding yourself in the room and then forgetting why you're there? Well, Ash and myself, we've discovered like we've been tapping into different frequencies, which now we've discovered it's called you're living basically in the frequency of now. So where your body is, you're not thinking of the past or the future. You're physically where your eyes are. So we done it in a restaurant once where we had a conversation and the conversation was so interesting. And in the middle of the conversation, he asked me like, wait, what did I speak of now? And I couldn't remember and he couldn't remember and we literally hit a blank, both of us. And then another thing that also came through was when we were in disagreements, I could hardly ever remember what I said to him. Obviously, he is hurt and I am hurt by his words. And whoever has a conversation after the argument, like, do you remember what I said? Or vice versa. We just all speak of, you said this, that, and the other. Then the other person also, yeah, oh, okay, I actually said that, but yeah, I forgot I said that. Then I realized if you are in the now, in the here now, and you have a disagreement on something, Ashley has a thing, or we always says like, oh, I'm feeling your mother now. Your mother would have said this or that or the other. Or you are doing something that your mother doesn't agree with right now. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's actually all the people in the ether, like channeling through the people that you most trust, you could say. So the people that you know as your heartstrings, your sister, your brother, or whoever, mother, father, children. So they all channel in the things that doesn't make you feel comfortable. You don't want to face those things about yourself, which is a good thing. That I caught that now, so now it literally took the aggression and self-pitying thoughts away of it, like, why to me? Which is another discovery I had this week. Should I say the strong? I went on a bit of a liquid vibe for 7 days. And two major things happened for me. I changed my mindset of how I thought I wanted people to respond. And they actually responded the better way. So an example is I would normally say, oh, the dog is going to bark now, just when the baby went to sleep. But when I caught myself and I was like, okay, the dog is not going to bark now. It's going to be like chilled for like the next hour and it's going to be fine. And it happened like 2 or 3 times in a row. And another thing is like with Ashley, because of previous things that happened or scenarios that happened before, I would say, oh, Brady's going to be hungry at this time. Ashley's going to do this, that, and the other because of what he done before. But what he done before is but a memory because I can't go back. So I kind of spell him good in my mind. Like he's going to remember to do this, that, and the other. I'm not saying, oh, he's going to get that again. And he actually ended up doing without me thinking or having to ask. So it does work. So now we've realized we are so deep and hard into the physical now, our bodies is starting to feel different. And this is where I wanted to touch on the ascension symptoms that we are, most of us are experiencing, which it doesn't, you can't say you're ill because you're not physically ill because you reached the stage of honesty. So when you have an emotion or feeling or sensation within your body, you literally want to sit with it and figure out where does it come from. So the symptoms or feelings that me and Ashley, because we touch each other and place on each other's bodies and feel the way the massages and nice. So the places that we felt, and I also saw it as correlates with our lymphatic system in our bodies. So it would be like right here in front of your armpits, basically. And then the second seat would be your elbows, Third would be your wrist. Fourth would be your hip bones, but the front part of it, you would feel there's like a little tendon that moves to the left and right there. And then your knees and your ankles. So when we touch those areas, we actually have a previous soul now like experience when we touch it. So when I do feel sensation in the area, like it brings my attention to it, and I know healing is happening where stagnation was for long. Like on top of my feet right now, there's like my three, three toes at the ends. I couldn't feel. I could move them because the other toes move them. But as soon as I start pressing on the top of the feet and like draining the lymph from the top, I now start feeling sensation at the bottom too. And it's not hard pressure, it's like soft. Maybe one day I'll make videos of that, small tutorials on that. And sorry, I just want to go to my notes. Now I spoke of two things already. Just number 3. Yeah. The second thing that happened with my liquid phase that I went through from last week Monday till this yesterday, I broke it. Day number 3 on Wednesday, I felt that I couldn't, it's weird, for those that understand will understand. I couldn't stay in my body. Every time I feel like I would nip off sleep, like demi sleeping, and I would also like nip, like my soul wanted to leave my avatar very fast. So it's like the feeling that when you go on an escalator and it goes high up, that feeling that goes through your stomach. So it's also the feeling that I would feel when I drank a little too much. Like the room is spinning and I have to lay in a certain position for the room not to spin. So that feeling I now realized was actually your soul is waiting for your body, like fall asleep, fall asleep. And day number 4, I went to bed consciously thinking I want to notice what happens with my body before that actually happens. And I noticed that your body sends signals to itself. It's almost like you test yourself to see if your body is sleeping now. Because this physical suit needs recharging, but your soul doesn't. So your soul is literally waiting for your body to relax in a dream state so that it can leave peacefully. But when you're overly tired or you drank a little too much or you went in a loud crowd and you come out of it and now you go and lay down in a vertical position, you literally feel like that feeling it wants to pull you out. Like it's like a butterfly feeling within your stomach. And so I felt that the Wednesday, and then the Thursday I noticed, okay, it gives signals like your ear would itch or your nose, or you would have an itch somewhere just to feel like, oh, you're still in your body or conscious. And Friday night, last week Friday, I ignored the sensations and I went through it, and then I could actually feel myself come through, like you feel it through your navel. It's like a pulling sensation that like I don't know. Most of us has had a dream where you felt like you fell off the bed, but then you like, but then you wake up and you're actually in the middle of the bed, but this feeling is on the opposite side, so it's a pulling. So I looked down and I saw my body like laying there, but obviously because I knew what I was going to expect, there was no fear. There was a bit of like weirdness, but there was no fear. And then the only thing that came to my mind when I did this was, I can't tell nobody until I can figure it out. I can maneuver around and know like my parameters, because I wouldn't want someone to do something that would potentially be harmful to them, you know? And then I could see like almost like the light that's now shining like on me, but more this one like yellowish, like from my belly button connected to like my astral body's belly button. But when you look at your body, it just looks like light, like conformed. You don't really see hands and fingers, and so like a bathroom shower door. That's what I would say. If you see someone through a bathroom shower door, like you see like a figure. But yeah, and your awareness is like, think of your eyes being 360. Like there's no casing like this. Like I can see left, right, up, down, everywhere where I want to. And as soon as I think of something, it's like a snap of the finger, like your physical astral body can move there, can be there. So you can't actually change things in this dimension, but what you can do is you can observe a lot and bring back information to help this physical avatar body be sustained in a new frequency, should I say. How that looked for me is owning up to like my wrongs, seeing my wrongs, being okay with being wrong. Yeah, because before I did that and I brought that information with me, I felt like there was a big shame towards me saying that I'm wrong and then actually putting in the change. Or if I didn't know how to put in the change, to say, I don't know how to change this. I might mess up a few more times. Is there a way that you can help me, like, to change this? Can you help me catch it, or whatever the case may be? But we just bypass it because we think we have to do everything ourselves. So what this did for me is almost how I explain it is the Matrix, when Neo was like plugged in, and they said he's gonna go like into the Matrix now, and he's gonna learn like on super speed, super fast, and his body's gonna integrate it. And then he was like fighting with this guy, and the guy like hit him, and the guy told him that, but this isn't real. You already know what like to do. And then like fought like fast. So that's how I felt like when I woke up. I just felt like there was like same vessel but a different consciousness or add-on consciousness in the side. But yeah, I think that was about all. Let me just check. Yeah. To end it off with, obviously we're not sure yet when we're going to post this, but like today is the 17th. I would like to say Happy Chinese New Year to everyone. It's the Fire Wars. And what the Fire Wars represents to me personally, um, it's emotion, red, fire, it's power, it's uncontrollable if not contained. So we should mind what we say, be with the highest intent with what we have for whoever we speak with. If we see physically with our eyes that they are not receiving it in the way that we have given it, immediately stop it. Say that that's not how you meant it. Because the energy that we leave someone with, the feeling, is all the person always remembers. I always say people can spend how much money on you, but the feeling that they left with you is what you remember. So let us all be sparks of light to each other in this eclipse coming out tonight. Let us all manifest our highest goods, our highest timelines. Let us stabilize it into our nervous systems. Yeah, I'll show you. Peace.